All right, we are learning how to factor today trinomials. So the key to trinomials is knowing that there's three terms. Okay, you know there's three terms. We're using something called the AC method. You may also call it headphones or earmuff. These are the methods. This is the method that we're going to use. Now it works on every trinomial that can be factored. Okay, so be aware if a trinomial can't be factored, then this can't work because, it can't be done. Yeah, shocker. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. And the earmuff method, or AC method. The first step is to multiply A times C. Why? Why did that just happen? A times C. So when we have a quadratic equation, it's AX squared plus BX plus C. Like that's the A, B, and C are numbers. A is this first one. C is the last one. So we are going to multiply the first number times the last number. That was C. A times C. Multiply them together. Just the numbers. And see, they look like headphones or earmuffs. Whatever. So we get 8 in this case. Now we have to find all the factors of 8. All the factors of 8. An easy way to do this is in your calculator. If you go to the y equals button, and then you hit, you put the number in, 8, divided by x, and then you hit second graph. You look at the table. This table will give you all the factors, and then, so the factors that you'll get here are like 1 and 8, 2 and 4, negative 1, negative 8, negative 2, and negative 4. And you have to find the two numbers that add, there we go, add to this B, that add to B. So we take these factors and we get 8 plus 1 is 9, 2 plus 4 is 6. Close, but it's not negative 6. So this is negative 9 and this is negative 6. So we need these two numbers, negative 2 and negative 4. This is the one, the winner. Okay? Then we come over here and we do what we call blow out the middle, meaning we get rid of that guy and put negative 2x minus 4x in its place. So you slap x's on them or whatever letter you're using in this process, and you write negative 2 and negative 4 instead of negative 6. We're just expanding it. Rewrite the the 8, and rewrite the x squared. Now, this is 4 terms, so remember 4 terms is factor by grouping. So now we just divide it in half, take out the GCF of each, and then this one is one factor, and this is the other. Okay? Now this one does have a bit of a shortcut that we can do because it's a special case, but this will work. This will work every single time. If you learn this method, it will always work. The key is to knowing that factor by grouping is 2 steps. You have to make sure you get to that second step. All right, this one, a little different. You multiply A times C. So this time it's negative 10. Okay, you find two numbers that multiply to negative 10 and add to negative 9. Okay, so you can do y equals negative 10 divided by x and find all those factors. The ones that you wind up figuring it out for this one is positive 10 and negative 1. If you add these two together, you do get 9, and that's what we want. We want positive 9. So we take these two numbers, put x's on them, and blow out the middle. So we get rid of this, and we write 10x minus 1x. Bring down the other two factors. So all we're doing is we're picking these numbers on purpose so that they make everything factor nicely. Okay, so now factor by grouping. Divide in half, factor out the GCF. I'll write it out here if you want. So you wind up getting x plus 5. Remember, this is the negative here, so that comes here. There's no GCF here, so it's just negative 1. Divide by negative 1, and you're left with x plus 5. You know this worked when these two match. So then we write 1 parenthesis there, and then the other parenthesis is 2x minus 1. So here are the steps as I just tried to explain. Multiply the a and the c. Find the factors. This spot right here is doing the y equals whatever you got when you multiplied a times c. Divide that by x. And figure out which of those two numbers that you found adds to b. Blow out that middle, slapping an x on the numbers, and writing the two numbers. And then just straight up factor by grouping the two steps that are there. Alrighty, let's just show you two more examples. All right, we get 3 times negative 12. Multiply those together, you get negative 36. Again, you can find those factors. We need two of the factors that multiply to negative 36 and add to negative 16. Wind up getting 2 and negative 18. Again, you could put y equals negative 36 divided by x. Look at all the factors and figure out which two, when you add them together, will give you negative 16, this middle number. Okay. Then we blow out the middle with these two numbers, so 2x and negative 18x. It does not matter which order you put them in, just the order I happen to do it. If you put negative 18 first and then 2 second, it will work just the same. Divide it in half, factor out the GCF. In this case, it's just x. And we're left with 3x plus 2. Remember, there's a negative here. And then 18 and 12, GCF there would be 6. So divide by negative 6. And we're left with 3x plus 2. Again, these match. We won. Rewrite this guy with its two factors. So the very last step should be two sets of parentheses, not this mess. Not this mess here. Okay, make sure you write the two sets of parentheses there. All right, last one we will do before you get to try it on your own is this one. Multiply the 4 and the 3. We get 12. Positive 12 this time. Two numbers that multiply to 12 and add to 13 are 12 and 1. Again, put it in your calculator. Look at all the factors. We'll spend a little time in class doing that. That adds to 13, so we slap x's on these guys. So cross this out, put 12x and 1x. Bring these two numbers down. And now factor by grouping. Divide in half. Divide by the GCF. Okay, this one is positive here, and there's no GCF, so it's 1. So it's x plus 3. This matches, so we write that once, and then 4x plus 1. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you understand. Give those ones I gave you a try, and I'll see you later.